the biggest learning from her was that I don't want sympathy. तो हमें ऐसे मत अरे बेचारे, हमें वो बिल्कुल नहीं चाहिए. एंड फिजिकली व्हेन वी आर शूटिंग, क्योंकि प्रोस्थेटिक आर्म था तो मेरा बेसिकली आर्म ऐसे पीछे बांध कर रखते थे 10 घंटों के लिए. नेटवर्किंग, आई डोंट नीड टू गेट योर क्वेश्चन फिनिश बिकॉज इट एग्जॉस्ट मी, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट दैट पर्सन टू गो पार्टिंग एंड टू गो नेटवर्किंग in order to get, you know, constantly be in the right camps and do these things, because I'm not a big fan of sex comedies which we have made in India.
Hello to everyone who's watching me at Movie Fight. Today I'm joined by an actor who is winning hearts not only across the nation but across the globe with her film Ghoomer. Welcome to the Movie Fight.
Thank you.
office, Sam.
Thank you.
As I was traveling through the city in the last few days, I saw you at all those huge billboards. So when you see it, do you still find it surreal and immensely rewarding, or now you have become used to it?
Not at all used to it, यार.
Okay.
It's always मतलब to see yourself. वो अभी reclamation का भी जो billboard है बड़ा वाला.
Correct.
This is the first time I've been on that billboard, and obviously I'm excited, but my family is mentally and totally mad because they've gone and taken photos also with billboards. So that's the level of excitement that you have when you see yourself on a billboard.
Yeah, I mean, it's surreal. Yeah. Coming to Ghoomer, I'm very sure that your role is not for the faint-hearted.
जी.
It must have been a physically draining challenge. Take us through day one till the final day of the shoot. जब shoot खत्म हुआ, do you must have found yourself way fitter than when you started. So take us through that.
So day one of shoot I wouldn't say, क्योंकि I had to prep so much for this film. तो मैं फाड़ू के लिए shoot करी थी, and I used to shoot in the nights of फाड़ू, and then I used to come in the morning and do cricket practice for 1.5 hours from shoot.
Okay.
So I'm a right-hander in life, so to train and do everything with my left hand is learning a new sport.
Yeah.
And उसमें you get Balki sir who will say that नहीं यहीं पर पिच होना चाहिए, एक भी cheat shot, body double कुछ नहीं थे, कुछ cheat shots है ही नहीं फिल्म में क्योंकि there were 20 cameras.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure, pressure was on me to make sure that I deliver. So बहुत practice की. Besides physically cricket, I had to obviously learn a lot of things with one hand. I used to sit and kind of just
Practice.
do everything with one hand. More than practice, live my life with one hand.
Oh, okay.
So by the time I started shoot, like morning में हम जब brush करते हैं left hand से करती थी, या combing my hair left hand से I comb my hair when it's wet, but left hand से करती थी. So everything was with my left hand.
Okay.
And physically when we were shooting, क्योंकि प्रोस्थेटिक आर्म था तो मेरा बेसिकली आर्म ऐसे पीछे बांध कर रखते थे 10 घंटों के लिए, लंच ब्रेक के लिए निकालते थे, एंड इसके ऊपर एक प्रोस्थेटिक था. सो द राइट शोल्डर यूज्ड टू गेट लॉक्ड क्योंकि वो बहुत ऐसे अटक कर ऐसे ही रहता था. सो दिस शोल्डर यूज्ड टू गिव मी ट्रबल. फिर वो सीन जहाँ पर आई एम कटिंग द फॉरेस्ट टू मेक अ पिच, तो वहाँ पर ये पूरे इंजरीज थे क्योंकि आई वॉज ब्लीडिंग फ्रॉम हियर, देन आई ब्रोक अ टो, माई टो ब्रोक वाइल शूटिंग. सो ये सब कुछ हुआ. But physically it was definitely challenging. I've gotten much stronger with my left hand.
Yeah.
And more than physically, जैसे मैं कह रही थी that it was emotionally so exhausting. It was so exhausting क्योंकि physical तो हो जाता है, but emotionally it was so draining that it stays. You take it back with you home.
Yeah, correct.
So body is tired, but you're just tired because you've taken yourself to certain places. That I remember on the 8th of June was the last day of shoot, and 10th June I went to Thailand to go diving. And I've spoken about this, but I went diving and I was napping on the boat, and I had a dream that I was at the ocean floor and I had only one arm.
Okay.
So that character stayed with me that much.
Yeah, you delivered, and how?
Thank you.
Working with Shabana Azmi must be a dream come true for
Ji.
you. She is an icon for sure. So what did you purely learn as an actor from her?
As an actor, there's so much to learn from her because she's an institution herself.
Yeah.
So when you watch her, you feel that, you know, itne saalon se she's working, she will have an opinion and she will, but she surrenders entirely to the director so much.
Yeah.
So the biggest learning is I'm completely a director's actor and I need to be handled all through, but it's about how she is so surrendering to a director. Is the biggest learning.
Okay. And how is the R Balki set like? So I have heard that his sense of humor is too good.
Yes.
And it is also said that when the vibe on the set is too good, it's happy, that reflects on screen. So how is the R Balki set?
I'm a huge fan of Balki and I love Balki. I've known him for many years before we did the film. I feel he is extremely funny. He doesn't mean to be funny, but he's just really funny. Like AB's humor, which is in the film, is all written by Balki because that's who he is.
Too funny.
He's too funny and he doesn't mean to be funny. Then he is the most non-filmy human being you will meet.
Okay.
He wants sambar, rasam, idli, that's all he'll eat. And he will want to be on shoot and finish shoot quickly so he can go home and watch cricket because he enjoys cricket so much.
Yeah.
Which is why we really got along because कल भी हम कहाँ से आ रहे थे, दिल्ली से वापस आ रहे थे, and in the flight also we were talking about, I said Balki, have you seen Viv Richards' plays? Like, yeah, I went in 1974 and फिर वो के Marshall board like this, he gets out swingers. हम ऐसे discuss करते हैं, AB like तुम दोनों बस हो जाओ, please बस हो जाओ.
You are also a
I'm a big cricket fan, so हम दोनों मतलब इतनी cricket की बातचीत होती थी that AB used to say please बस हो जाओ.
Okay. You play Anina, who is a specially able sports person. Now that the film is out, how did the role impact you and your outlook towards the day-to-day struggles which we face, which I feel are very mundane and trivial as compared to theirs? And did you receive any DMs which moved you?
Yeah. I feel it was a responsibility on my shoulder because we are representing a section which we have preconceived notions about.
We can never live through this.
We cannot, but what I learned through this process is I spent a lot of time with para athletes. I met Sumit, who's won us gold medals. There were a lot of para athletes who came to watch the film. I spent a lot of time with Ekta Bayan, who's a javelin throw gold medalist.
Yeah, which the name pops up before the film's credits. I think.
I have not seen the credits still because I've not seen the full film.
Right.
Start mein I'm always late when we go for our screenings, but she the biggest learning from her was that I don't want sympathy. तो हमें ऐसे मत अरे बेचारे, हमें वो बिल्कुल नहीं चाहिए. And that's I feel what Balki sir has done in this film so successfully is he's made that it's an athlete. TK has gone through this accident, but she's an athlete, and there's no pity whatsoever. And I feel that is a big win because the DMs I've gotten, one of the most the biggest compliment I got was some girl from Delhi messaged me saying that I am an amputee. When I was younger, my arm was amputated, and I saw the trailer and couldn't stop crying because of how you have made it so normal.
Yeah.
And which is what we want. Nobody's represented us like this. So thank you very much, and that really moved me.
Yeah, I think that's what we need also.
Yeah.
Abhishek Bachchan plays Paddy, who coaches you in the film. Off the set, how is the vibe with him? Were you intimidated earlier, or was it a party since day one?
We've known each other for 4.5 years because of Breathe. We did a show called Breathe together. Yes. So I was not intimidated at all. He is a full bully on set because he makes sure that he's bullying everyone, but he is the sweetest, kindest, most evolved human being I've met. There is a sense of maturity in him which no one sees because he keeps doing masti so much, but he is just so deep when he speaks. I really get along with him, and I really wish I can work with him again because I'm just so fond of him.
Yeah. Okay. You as an actor has proved your worth many times. Your performances have been layered, distinctive, and 5 years before, if I would have asked you this question, that where do you see yourself after 5 years, your answer then would have matched with where you are today.
I think I was asked this question 5 years ago, and I'd said, well, I just hope I'm in front of camera working and working non-stop. Okay. So, and the more you work, the more you grow as an actor. So I think it would match, and I hope 5 years down the line, I'm still hope that I'm in front of camera doing what I'm doing, which I enjoy doing, is acting.
I feel sky's the limit for you.
Thank you.
Coming to the industry, the perceptions of an actor, the various conjectures and the pre-notions which the makers or the casting directors might be coming up with. What do you think has worked for you till date? And what is that one thing or trait about the industry which still annoys you as an actor in the industry? Like you are like
networking. I don't even need to get your question finished because it exhausts me because I am not that person to go partying and to go networking in order to get, constantly be in the right camps and do these things, because I feel like I'm somebody who, what has probably worked is what Ashwini ma'am told me, which Anurag sir told me, is that you are so away from what most people do that there is something unique that we find about you, which Ashwini ma'am told me when we were doing Fadu. She said that, see, I wanted a Maharashtrian girl from a small town and I got that vibe from just the person I don't even know you. So as long as we continue staying true to ourselves, I can continue going for my dive trips and skydiving and doing my things when I'm free. I'm happy.
I think she's bang on, because when I also went yesterday, my perception is, okay, I'm going to watch a film of an actor who can act. That is a
Thank
basic
you.
thing.
Thank you.
Okay. Now Ghoomer is releasing today across the nation. It is easily your biggest film till date, and I feel your best work also till date.
Thank you.
Now for the projects ahead, which you will be signing or are being offered to you right now, how is your approach now? What would we see you doing more? Has your
I have
approach
no
changed?
idea what my approach is, because I take things by the day. I
By the
take
day.
things with, if my heart feels like it's something I want to be a part of, I do it. So I have zero strategy,
Okay.
and I have no idea of, so ऐसे करके फिर ये होगा फिर वो होगा. ज़्यादा प्लान नहीं करना चाहिए. अगर दिल कहता है ठीक लग रहा है तो कर दो. Is what I've tried following.
प्लान करते हो तो फिर
Correct.
जो सोचते हो तो
वो होता ही नहीं है.
Okay. As an actor, what is that one thing which is crystal clear in your head that it is a no-brainer for you to say no to a project? Like, what is a deal breaker? कि ये है तो फिर I'll not do it.
I just think if I don't resonate with it, I won't do it for the wrong reasons, just because it is a certain banner, it is a certain something. Is I need to, if I feel like I need to feel from inside that I want to do this, and I'm okay. I don't have any things of I won't do it. I'm not a big fan of sex comedies which were made in India.
Yeah.
I mean, certain people enjoy it. I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I like to do
It's
things
subjective.
that, so I probably wouldn't want to do that.
Okay. Every film teaches an actor something to them, to his or her, about their craft. That okay, after doing a certain film, they will be like, oh, I can do this also. That surprised me. So apart from the thing which you were saying, that you learned a lot, learned doing a lot of things with one hand. What is that one thing which Ghoomer taught you? And you were like, oh, I did this also, and I never.
Like as an actor, or
As an
as a human being.
As an actor.
As an actor, because a human being, it taught me a lot to just look at life in a different way.
Different way, yeah.
But if you have to talk about particularly as an actor, we are very conscious. I never look at the monitor when I'm working, so I never go and see a take again. If the director says it's okay, it's okay. But for me, I feel I have always looked up to Amit ji and Alia with regards to how they cry on screen.
Yeah, they're good
So
criers.
they cry really. They look so beautiful when they cry.
Indeed.
So obviously this is not something which I'm looking in the mirror and saying ऐसे रोना है, ऐसे होता नहीं है, आप जब जैसे रोते हो वैसे ही रोते हो. But I feel I've cried so much in Ghoomer. Like I have cried so much in the film. Balki says cut out a lot, but I've cried so much in it that I feel I've learned a little more on breakdown scenes.
Okay, the hacks to that. Okay. And lastly, tell us about your upcoming projects which we'll be seeing in coming times. And one message for the audience: why they should go to the theatre, buy the ticket, and see Ghoomer.
Upcoming projects, I have a film with Excel which Rahul Dolakia has directed. It's called Agni. I'm playing a firefighter in it, so I'm excited for that one. It's an ensemble film, but like I said मजा आएगा. Firefighter women होते वो पता भी नहीं था. So yeah. So it's an ensemble film. Hopefully, I don't know when it's releasing. I'm starting something with Neeraj Pandey in the next month, so I'm excited for that. Supposed to start maybe a Marathi film in December, but I'm trying to figure if it can fit in.
Okay.
So as of now, just so much. And message to everyone watching: Ghoomer is a film very close to my heart. It is why you should go to the theatres. Why you should buy tickets and go to theatres is because it is a party. It is a carnival. It is something which is a big screen experience. As an Abhishek Bachchan fan, he's coming back to the theatres after 5 years. So I was very excited that it is a theatrical to watch him on the big screen. And I think this is in the top 3 R Balki films that, if I have to rate, it's in the top 3 R Balki film list.
Indeed, and I rightly agree. Please take your family also.
Yes.
If you can. Thank you, Saiyami, for giving your time, and it was a wonderful
Thank you.
conversation.
Hi, this is Saiyami Kher, and you're watching me on Movified. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share. If you don't like it, still do the same.